I work for Johnson & Johnson, and a few of my colleagues have used this company before with very positive experience. As a matter of fact, when I was looking for something, somebody recommended I reach out. So I did. And Danielle gave me, the kind of the options. And this BattleBot thing was apparently one of the top ones. And I asked one of my teams that have gone through it before, and they echoed that. So we lined that one up to the community. It was originally going to be 80 people. I think we ended up more with 100, but yeah, the team was extremely flexible and worked with me to make that happen. So just to set the backdrop a little bit, we've had some restructuring at J&J, and this one was for our oncology therapeutic area. We have a very specific disease area, lymphoma leukemia, and we have new leadership for this. And since we had new leadership, we're trying to, build a little bit of camaraderie with the team. We had an all hands meeting in Philadelphia for everybody in oncology. And then they gave us Thursday to do our own DOS or our own team things. So it's a relatively new area for us because it didn't used to be a standalone. It's growing. We have a lot of folks that are leaning into it, but we never get to really engage or interact with them. The core team's probably about 20 people, but when you look at everybody that was there, it was over 150, but we were able to get a little over 100 in attendance. But the benefit is getting us to work together. I specifically worked with Will to set teams up with folks that typically do not work together. So you build a little bit of the camaraderie there, and you get our clinical group working with our discovery group a little better. And then the Minute Mayhems was like an additional bonus because it got like all the groups working together. So in the long run, I think there's a lot of positive experiences from it, a lot of high fives, and we definitely kind of broke the tensions and got people to see each other on the personal level. And this is going to give us the momentum we need to get through the year. I've been with J&J for 30 years now, and we do a lot of things. And sometimes you get the, what are we going to do? Team building, another team building, great. And you get a little bit of skepticism at times. But the way that this one was laid out, number one, it's giving back to a cancer charity. And we're all about oncology. That's what we live for. That's what we do. So that resonated very well. But it's the actual concept of building something and competing and then working to get the extra parts. I think it was a lot of interactivity where typically it's smaller, just a group that works together, and then you compete on the big stage. But I think this one had a lot of interactions. And some of the best moments for me is when I saw some of our leaders that never smile, some that are like always feeling that stress, when they were actually like, enjoying themselves, laughing, letting some of the folks that are a little bit more junior in the career take leadership roles on the team. I just really appreciated kind of the stripping everybody of their titles and getting everybody kind of on the same level, working to a common purpose. I don't have a lot of experience working with outside companies on team building events. I'm a relative rookie at this, and somebody gave me the company. I reached out to Danielle and, immediately got a nice list of possibilities. She made herself available to me on my schedule, which was tough because, I got a lot of things I do during the day, but, it was pretty much served up in a way that all the ideas were there, that, she was able to ask me all the right questions to get me to think, what do I want to do to help it be tailored for our crew? But once I got it set, I didn't really have to worry too much about it. And then maybe a week before, I started thinking like, oh, wow, I don't know what's going to go on. I better make sure everything's all right. So then that's when I got in touch with Will. And quickly, he came across as a seasoned veteran. Like, he's done these before. He's seen everything. And what I really appreciated was when we were trying to get the meeting layout, the logistics, he made it pretty clear that they've worked with every type of situation. And, we should try to make it right. But if there's a couple of obstacles, we'll get through it. And it gave me the reassurance that it will happen, it'll be great. But he did give me the right information so I could try to tweak things in the right way, like setting up the teams in advance, team numbers, giving me the option to do that. I was able to hand select how I wanted people to work together. So that was great. But other than that, he did everything. And what I didn't expect was the size of the team. I thought it was going to be, Will and maybe one or two other folks, but he had an entire team. And they set up so quickly. I didn't take lunch. I went up to the room to try to help out. I didn't really have to do anything. He had a whole full team. They brought everything there. He asked me like the setup, what is it, where is everything? And I got him in the right direction. And then during the event, they were taking pictures the whole way with their iPads, which I know they were doing, but it was in the back of my mind because I was really trying to keep everything going. So I was floating all over the place. And I just actually got them today. And I popped into them, and I was expecting a few pictures, but it's amazing. We had a professional photographer come in and get everybody in the front of the room, like the J&J one. But Will's team was also taking pictures from all the different angles of us setting up. I mean, it's like an added bonus. It was just very well done. Team was so professional, so gracious. Everybody did their part. And I got to tell you, you're probably going to be busy because I already had somebody reach out to me today and ask, who did you use for that team building? So, and I know I'll be a repeat customer. Next time we need something, I know where I'm going.